Welcome back to KDS Reviews. This is a review of episode 4 of Alien Earth called Observation. Now, that's what this episode really is. It's really kind of observation of what's been going on. It's not really a wall to wall action like the first 3 episodes was, but it still shows you some things that are going on behind the scenes. This started off with Wendy recovering. Now, we saw from episode 3 that when they were doing this surgery on Herman, that she was reacting to it, and they took the alien out and they put it inside of his liver, who they switched out. That she was acting, bowling over. She was grabbing her stomach, and she finally passed out. Now, Kevlar, the head of the Prodigy Corporation, the evil Prodigy Corporation, he wants to know, what did Wendy see? What did Wendy feel? What made her do all of this? So he wants everybody out of the room. And he's a control freak. Most of the guys in that position are control freak. Now, he asked Wendy, what did she see and hear? And she said she heard this clicking sound, kind of like a grasshopper. But it's more of a clicking sound like metal. Now, that was interesting to me, hearing metal. We're going to see where that goes. Hermit, her brother, he wants her out of this. He's tired of these people from Prodigy trying to control her, order her around, and just the way they treat her. An official from the Hermit Corporation, he has a talk with him. Okay, he tells him, we own Marcy. Well, Wendy. They say, that's not really your sister. She's an android. We just passed her consciousness over to them. Now, if you leave here, we want our liver back, which they took out of his body, and they want to be compensated for it. They said, well, you know what? We'll just keep Wendy here for a lifetime contract. So he finally submits it and said, well, okay, well, I'll just stay here, and you can just do whatever you want to do with her. Up next is, meanwhile, Morrow, the evil android, he wants one of the xenomorph's eggs, and he'll do anything to get it. He gets to one of the other androids, Air Rush, and he tells him, I need that egg. He said, we're friends, aren't we? I need you to get that egg. He's all nervous and everything, and he tries to get it, but he can't just do it. But we'll get back to that story. Meanwhile, they have one of the xenomorphs actually go inside with a sheep. This is a particular gory looking scene. It actually assimilates itself inside of a sheep, takes over his body, pops his eyes out. That was wild, And they're seeing that these are intelligent creatures. One of the other androids, Nibs, she comes busting in. She says she's pregnant. They're like, what? Well, you can't be pregnant. How can you be pregnant? You're an android. But she gets angry. She's starting to go off the rails. She's starting to act crazy. They had to take her in a room, and they said they had a code 7 or a code 3 going on. We have to watch her. And then Kirsch, the head of Prodigy, he makes a deal with Wendy. And she just gets the information that he needs, that what the aliens are saying, that she could just keep hanging around, and her brother can stay there too. Now, she being an android, being manipulated, she doesn't know any better. Now, Morrow threatens Erish with his family and his family's death, that he's going to do something to them if he doesn't get one of those xenomorph eggs. So now, poor Erish, he done made a deal with the devil now. Can't get out. But he's got to do what he's got to do to get one of the eggs, even though he doesn't know how in the world he's going to do it. Now, one of the aliens escapes. Well, the baby alien, I'll put it that way. The baby alien escapes from one of the cases there. And as we see, Kirsch is watching Wendy, found out that Wendy actually can communicate with the aliens. That was that's going to be weird. I don't know where they're going with that. I mean, is her DNA part there with the alien? We'll see. This was an interesting episode, like I said. It wasn't a wall action. It was just an observation of what's going on. This is KDS Reviews. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday. And throughout the week, we make commentary about the state of Hollywood and movie making. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. This is KDS Reviews, and I will see you in the next video.